Hey guys, it's Lori from Peace 9 Art, and I've made a friend. Her name is Aqua Leslie Hope. I hope I'm saying her name right, because I haven't actually met her in person, just on the internet. She watched my videos and sent me a note and challenged me to do just all sorts of interesting things on my spin art machine. I am so excited to try them. And she sent me these really cool milk filters. And I'm excited to give them a try. Now, I will say one thing. I tried one without really thinking through that it's a filter as opposed to just paper. And if you can see, it came out okay. It doesn't show a whole lot. It's actually a little prettier on the back. The reason for that is it's a filter. The paint went right through. And when I took it out of the machine, it was just kind of drippy and soggy. And then I got the note from Aqua saying, by the way, these are filters. You probably need to seal them on one side. Thanks, Aqua. I'm excited to try these. And I've been working on sealing them, so the first part of this video you're going to see is me sealing them. A couple of different ways. Because I was just sure I was going to be able to do this on my spin art machine, because I'm convinced I can do everything but boil eggs in this machine. I can't. Spreading glue on filters is one of them, because, you know, like the paint, the glue just soaks right in and doesn't spread out. So I ended up having to figure out a different way to do that. But I'm going to turn the camera down and we'll get started. Oh, before I do that, down in the description, there are links to Aqua's Facebook page and information about her, because she is a very good artist in her own right. She's celebrated. She's gotten awards. And, oh, she made a Guinan hat. Outing myself right now as a Trekkie. So when I saw that Guinan hat, I was just done. I'm so excited to see that Guinan hat. But you've got to go check her out. She's amazing. Anyway, now I'm going to turn the camera down and we'll get started. All right, so I've got my first milk filter in place. I'm using CraftSmart Burgundy and Vanilla paints as my colors for the time being. I've mixed each of these in my little condiment cups, so that if I have paint left over, which I probably won't, because I'm usually pretty good at using it up. But, you know, if I do, I've got lids. I can save it for later. And I mix them with water and Floetrol. I actually finally have Floetrol. I feel so 2017. Seems like everybody's talking these days about how they use Floetrol for this and that. And I had not gotten around to getting any, but now I have. So, first one I'm going to do, I'm going to just put some vanilla and some burgundy on there, not doing a dirty pour, just pouring them on at the same time, just see how that works. Kind of going back to my roots in that sense. Okay, let that spin for a moment and see how it works out. I don't think I got this as well centered as I thought I had it. And yeah, the paints are definitely staying on the surface much better than they did before. And we got an interesting design. Not hugely interesting, but you know, for not being a dirty pour, not bad. Let's try another one. So I'm going to put these two together in another little container here. I'm not trying to stack them or pour them on top of each other, but it's the word for that, not stack. I don't know, there's a word for it. I forget. I'm putting them side by side in my cup, so that they'll pour out at the same time. So here we go. At least I hope they'll pour out. Yes. Alrighty. I'll tip it up and let you see. That's nice. I like that. The roughness of the paper compared to, say, the playing cards or just regular paper is affecting the way that paint moves across it. But that's interesting. It's an interesting aspect to it. And I'm going to keep doing these. Do a few more here. Trying to think of all the different things that Aqua was challenging me to try. Some of them, I'm not sure how we'll do it. She suggested trying to blow the paint on there, so that might be something that we can take a shot at. Spraying the paint on there, yeah, I think we can do that. Not really sure how blowing the paint is going to work, but you never know until you try. So we'll give it a shot, see what we come up with. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, nice. I moved my container back and forth a good bit in the process of doing that, and got a lot more contrast going on there. I think I'm going to add another color. Navy blue. I think navy blue would go nicely with that. I'm going to mix it up the same way I did the others. A bit in my condiment cup. I've got this bottle that had paint in it before, and now it has about 3-to-1 Floetrol and water in it. Idea that I got from Debbie from Acrylic Pouring. She's really, I've learned so much from her about how to do all these different kinds of things with acrylic paints and with pourings and all this kind of thing. I've learned so much from her. So, and she pointed out that a way to thin down your paints by adding water without adding too much water and losing the binding effect is to have the water mixed in with Floetrol. So you're adding Floetrol at the same time as you're adding water. And that way, you're keeping your binder in there while at the same time managing to get the get it thinner for pouring. Okay, that's those two colors in there, and now I'm going to add a bit of blue right down the middle. Okay, just like that. Need to get another one of those in there. Now, if you're noticing, or if you did notice when I was showing you these milk filters before, that they've got some white on the bottom. Well, when I was putting glue on them, I thought that I was spreading them out. Well, I was spreading them out on craft paper, which I thought was, glue resistant or something like that, would not let glue stick to it. I thought that it was going to let me put things with glue on it down and have them not stick. Yeah, it didn't work. They all stuck, all but one stuck. And they didn't all stick completely, but they all stuck at least to some extent. And so I spent better part of an hour this morning pulling the paper off the back. And at some points I finally just said, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to go ahead and run them as is. They'll be fine. It's on the back. Nobody's going to know, unless of course I decide to say something during my video. I'm getting cells in here. Oh, and I'm going to pour them right out onto there. Oh. And now, last time I let this run for a couple of seconds longer maybe than I should have, and all of my vanilla kind of disappeared. This time I didn't seem to get as much dark blue out as before. So let's see what we get this time. And I really seriously doubt I would get any cells in this, at least not until it stops spinning, just because it's pushing the paint around so fast. Okay, one more with this color set because I've got enough in there to do it, and then I'm going to switch my colors up and do something else. I need a little more blue in here. I definitely got enough vanilla or white out that time. And I had plenty of blue right at first, but it feels like it kind of all got buried. We'll see. Looks like I've got a bubble right there in the center. You'd think those bubbles would disappear. That's pretty. And I can tell the glue didn't get all the way to the edge on this one because it's wet around the edge. So the paint was soaking through at the edge. Okay, and bright yellow. If you're wondering about this color group, I grew up in Brazil, down in South America, where we speak Portuguese, not Spanish. And my parents were missionaries down there. They were down there for 32 years. I was down there for 15 of those. And it's a country that is very, very dear to my heart. And the colors of the flag are, from the outside going in, green, yellow, blue, and white. And so I'm doing some bright yellow and Christmas green together with the vanilla and navy that I had before. And this paint is also somewhat runnier than what I have used in the past because I haven't been putting Floetrol in or water. I have been just pouring it straight out of the bottles. And that's probably also contributing to me getting the little zigzaggy designs. So I might want to try doing at least one piece here with colors straight out of the bottle. First, though, I'm going to do this 4-color pour. I can find my little cups. Here's a little cup that'll work. Okay, pouring in green and yellow. And then navy and vanilla. The nice thing about these is that Aqua sent me a ton of them. There's, I don't think I ever even counted, but there's got to be like 20. So I've got plenty of material to work with here. Thank you. Okay. So we're doing this blue and green and vanilla and yellow combination. And it's been about an hour or so since I mixed it because my camera battery died. And the colors all kind of, not really mixed, but the white and yellow, or vanilla and yellow, went to the bottom. So I'm pulling them up a little bit more to the top again. See if I can get a little bit of that yellow out there. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, that's pretty. That's my verde amarelo. Verde amarelo. It's a song that one of the most famous singers in Brazil used to sing. Verde amarelo. Green and yellow. Okay, so there's that one, and we're going to do a little bit more of this. Okay. Oh, that's getting real monotone there. Let's see. A little more white out. because I don't want it to be just green. And it looked like that was getting to be all I had there. That looks nice. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. See, that's not bad at all. At this point, I'm just going to pour straight from the bottles. I think what I'm going to do is green and yellow and some burgundy just to change it up a little bit. Since I've got the burgundy out here, quick and easy, you know, like that. Okay. And let's see how that affects the quality of the picture. Ooh. It definitely comes out differently from the cup, which is interesting. Yeah, it definitely affects the way the image comes out, and you can see I still didn't get all the way up the edges. What if I do a layer of this thinned down yellow, especially in this outer area, to go out to the edges? I can get that coverage on there. I'm not worried about the center, but so that hopefully I'll get all three colors coming out pretty much all at the same time. Yeah, just like that. So this is hopefully going to work kind of like what I was doing before with the playing cards, by getting some yellow out, by getting some kind of paint out there first. And it still didn't go quite all the way out to the edge, but better this time. And I'm loving that color combination. That's pretty. So I'm going to try one more like that. Now it's very wonky. So I really didn't get it lined up well, but I don't really care, you know. Okay, so that's that. Got a good yellow base in there. And let that come down a little bit. Let's see what we got this time. Definitely going to have a slightly off-center picture. And I got a section in the middle now that didn't get any yellow on it. That is just weird. Because that was pouring out so nicely. Okay, I'm going to get this figured out yet. Yeah. I am going to get it figured out. Okay, there's just not enough of that left. So I'm going to use cream color now. Trying to get a nice solid coat on there. Okay. That's going to be pretty. I don't want to let it run too much because I don't want those colors to mix too much. They don't seem like they're going to mix too terribly much, but I want to keep them separate as much as I can. Okay, that worked out really well. That is a wowzer. Love that. Aqua, I hope you are enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying doing it. Let's see. I think maybe instead of bright yellow, I'm going to do a line of navy blue in the middle. Okay. Let's see, here's my light blue, navy blue, and hot pink. That should work its way out over the white. Okay, still have a little bit of white at the edge, but that's all right. Yeah, that's pretty. I like that. That's nice. It's still back to the super spread out, not doing a whole lot more to the design, but maybe a little bit. Okay. Okay. So there's that one. Isn't that pretty? As far out there as I can. So now I've got 4 colors coming out. Light blue, navy blue, bright pink, and purple. First, so I need the white. I love when I get that little twist. Now, I love to figure out exactly how it is that I get it, because I don't yet know how I get it. I think it's when the paint kind of spirals as it's coming out of the cup. And I think, no, I didn't get it. Ah, it's still very pretty. Loving that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. I need to put a little bit more of the blue in. In the cup, Lord, not beside the cup. I'm glad you guys can't actually see. I hope you can't actually see what I'm doing here, because I'm going to tell you what I did, even though you can't see it, because I just poured a little bit of paint right beside the cup instead of into it, because, you know, that works. Not. Okay, a little bit more pink. And oh, we need something else. We need a different color. Do I want to go with green in this? Put green in that? If I were to put green in that, how's that going to look? I've got 2 left. I don't think I want to put green in because I think green will just take it off in a totally other direction. Then again, why not take a chance? Put this right along the side next to the light blue. And see what happens. I have 5 colors in here now. Green, light blue, dark blue, pink, and purple. This is either going to be really cool or a real mess. And we're going to find out right now. Well, that's interesting. We got a little... Huh. Oh, that's pretty. Trust yourself. Learn to trust yourself because that is just cool. Okay. Here we go. And let it cool down at the bottom a little bit. Kind of on the edge of the cup there. And you just almost don't have enough paint in there. Almost. But I do have enough. It's going to be all right. Even the bottom of the cup looks cool. I can check that out. Ah. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. That is neat. Loving that. Okay, well, Aqua, this was a blast trying this out. Thank you so much for sending me those milk filters. Sometime tell me about filtering milk. Because I'm a city girl. I'm not a farm girl. I have no idea. I have never heard of milk filters before, and I assume that the fact that they exist means that you filter milk. But, yeah, I don't have a clue. Like I say, I'm a city girl. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe and do all those good things that keep me going and keep me doing this, because, you know, if you're not watching, if you're not interested, there's not a whole lot of point in me doing it. Y'all take care. Bye.